Hi class, okay. I'm gonna go through the warm up with you, the warm up from Monday, as well as the warm up for today. It says without graphing, determine, this is Monday, determine if the ordered pair, this ordered pair right here, 2, -15 is on this graph, which means when I graph this equation, is this point gonna be on this line? And an easy way to do that without using your, without graphing or using your calculator is to plug these values in. So you're gonna plug 2 in for X and you're gonna plug in -15 for Y, okay? So your Y value here is -15. You got 3 and your X value is 2. Okay, so I'm gonna bring everything else down. The squared plus the 2, and then you have another, the X is 2. So you plug in 2 for X minus 1. All right, so now you wanna simplify. This side is already simplified, so you just wanna simplify this side here using order of operations. So we're gonna keep bringing down the 15 or the -15, excuse me. And order of operations tells us to do operations within the parentheses first. We don't have any operations in either one of these parentheses. Remember, operations is your addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division. And you don't have any of those operations in parentheses. So the next thing you're gonna do is your exponents. You're gonna evaluate your exponents. So I'm gonna bring down this 3, and I'm gonna evaluate this exponent. So 2 times 2 to the second power is gonna be 4. And I'm gonna bring everything else down. Well, I can go ahead and multiply that. Is 4 minus 1, okay? So my next step here, I'm gonna multiply or divide in order from left to right. So when I multiply, I'm gonna multiply this first. So this is going to be 12. You got plus 4 minus 1. Okay, and so now here, this gives me -15 is equal to, you got 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 minus 1. So your 16 minus 1, this is going to be 15. But -15 is not equal to +15. Okay, so this is a no. Okay, no, this point is not on the line. Okay. All right, so now let's look at Tuesday, all right? Tuesday says if the zeros of a function right here are x is equal to 2 and x is equal to 7, what was the function? Could there be more than one answer? So we're looking for what the equation could be. So we got to write the equation first and then figure out, could there be more than one equation? All right. So what this means is that your function crossed the x-axis, and it also crossed the it crossed the x-axis at 2, and it also crossed the x-axis at 7. Okay. So in order to figure out what that equation could have been, we're going to work backwards. So in order for the function to be equal to a 2, one of those factors had to be x minus 2. Because when you set this equal to 0, that's going to give you a +2. And the other factor had to be x minus 7. Because when you set this equal to 0, the answer will be a +7. So these are the factors, okay? So to write, you're almost done. So to write this as an equation, you can multiply by using distributive property twice. See right here, factors mean multiply. These two parentheses, these two binomials multiplied together is going to equal this polynomial or this function, okay? So now we're going to say this x times this parentheses and this -2 times what's in the parentheses. All right, so we have x. I need to do better than that. Times x minus 7. Then I need to say -2 times x minus 7. All right, so here I got x times x is x squared. Then I got x times -7, which is -7x. Then I got -2 times x, which is a -2x. Then I have negative times a negative, which is a positive, and this is going to be 14. So we're going to combine terms that are alike. We combine the terms that are alike. We combine those two middle terms, and that's going to be y is equal to x squared. And here, this is going to be a -9x plus 14. Okay? 9x plus 14. All right, so the question is, this is the equation, so we're going to circle this. This is our answer. The question is, can you have more than one equation? Well, when you think about this, this is a parabola. When you think about a parabola or a quadratic function, it's a U shape. So it's going to go through 7. It's going to go through 2 and through 7. So it could look like this, going through 2 and 7. But it could still go through, this is 2 and this is 7. It could still go through 2 and 7 this way. This could be 2, this could be 7. The only thing that will be different about the equation is that to make it go upward, this would be the upward one because the first number is a positive. This x term is a +1. To make it go downward, I could make this a negative. I could make this a -1 to make it go downward. So that's how I could do this. All right, and that's how I know that there is going to be more than one equation for this. It could be the positive x squared there or negative x squared there to make the parabola go down, but still go through the 2 and the 7 on the x-axis. And remember, if it goes through the x-axis, these are your x-intercepts. They're also called your roots, and they're also called your zeros, okay? They're synonyms for each other. Your roots are going to be 2 and 7. Your x-intercepts would be 2, 0 or 7, 0, okay? And your x-intercepts, we would just say, in your zeros, you can just say it's 2 and 7. So it's all about the way you write it. If they ask for your zeros, they just want you to list that it's 2 and 7. If they ask for your roots, a lot of times, or x-intercepts, they want you to write it as an ordered pair. Okay? All right.